Okay, namaste, friends. If anyone's out there still, and also friends on Facebook. So thank you for joining me here this afternoon. I just want to take a minute here and get this aligned for Facebook family. And yeah, so what a amazingly turbulent time for our culture. And so I wanted to do this love, peace, unity meditation, but I just want to take a minute and just create a little context and tell a little bit of a story from the riches of yoga, if you will, about this amazing dialogue, this amazing process between Hanuman, Sita, and Ram. And so there's this epic tale in this thing called the Ramayana. And in the Ramayana, there's the antagonist, and that's Ravana. And Ravana is considered the demon king. And then there's Ram and Sita. Ram, the divine. The Sita is considered, she's considered the individual jiva, your individual archetype, your individual soul self, if you will. And then there's Hanuman, the monkey king, who is, considered this great warrior god, who is devoted to Ram and represents Vira, which is pure pran, pure energy, as well as love and devotion. And as the story goes, as we may know, but as the story goes, Sita was kidnapped from Ram by Ravana, and Ravana represents actually the ego, this thing called the ahamkar, and it's really the universal ego that captures, if you will, Sita from Ram. And so then there's this big epic tale of Hanuman leading the monkey army in battle against Ravana, the demon king. And that is the ego, that is the universal I sense. And the process of this battle is actually the battle that we do in our sadhana, that we do in our meditation practice, whereby we're taking the areas of the ego and we're doing our practice, and we're purifying this body, mind, spirit complex. And then through that purification, that devotion, that Hanuman, that love, then there's this reunification of Ram and Sita. And so I would say that we can kind of implant that, timeless epic tale into this moment, this week that we've experienced, where there's this great chasm in our culture called racism. And that chasm is brought upon by the ego's attachment to its need to exist in a certain way. And it's an absolute tragedy, because that chasm, that divide, is just getting wider and wider, right? And so then, for the understanding of this process that we're in, we can look at this through this massive, kind of universalized cosmic spiritual lens, where it is this universal ego that has created that divide. And it's the devotion of love and selflessness that can heal that divide. And so that's what we bring to our practice, is this kind of internal power of our own healing. And then through this own kind of inner healing, it affects, the cosmic web in, maybe a big way, maybe, just a small way, but it does influence it. what I would say, as we all know, that the transformation is an integration, it's an assimilation. We can't say, one way is the best way and that way is not the best way, and et cetera, et cetera. There has to be kind of this collective process of healing. And so I hear you. I want to understand your viewpoints. And so please tell me where you're coming from. And it's that conversation of understanding, that conversation of integration of understanding is the only way that this will be resolved. It's through love, peace, and unity. And so our meditation today will be focused on that. I know this class, for those of you who may be here, on a more regular basis, this class is kind of asana breath and meditation. And today we're just going to do some breathing and some meditating. And so come into a comfortable seated position. Begin to breathe into the belly here, the diaphragmatic breath. This technique begins to bring some peace and some ease into the nervous system. Let the body relax as you exhale. And maybe reflect on this epic tale of Ram and Sita and Hanuman, and the tragedy of the stealing of the individual jiva from its merged self with the self. And it's the universal ego, the ahamkara, which is Ravana, that has stolen this righteous being from itself. And that righteous being is that one soul self in you, the Atman. And any divide is a denial of spirit. Any divide. And so let us begin in the healing of our own ego, our own samskaras, our own divisions. And then we'll put this same hope into the cosmic web. So for those who can just feel that vibration, even in its most faint way, can attach to it and give hope to themselves, even if it may not be recognized. I'm going to chant a very special mantra. And the mantra is chanted for the pujaris, for the priests at the start of ceremony. The mantra opens the channels of the vessel of the priest so that these energies can be received and sent. So with this mantra, I open the channels in you. So that you can receive the abundance from above you and below you and all around you for your own self-cosmic realization. And then you can then send these qualities out into the universe. Bring your awareness to the crown of the head, to the very top of the head. And then just imagine that the structures in the head are just opening and becoming translucent and transparent and porous. And we call on the higher planes of awareness to flow through us, to support our healing, so that we may channel these same qualities into the web. So let's begin with an Om chanted together here. Exhale your breathing and take a big inhale. Om. Then again, another inhale for Om, big inhale. Om. Buddha Shringadachiraha Sushumna Patte Jiva Shri Ram Paramashiva Hadiyo Jyami Swaha. Om Yang Linga Sharira Shoshaya Shoshaya Swaha. Om Ram Sankocha Shariram Dada Swaha. Om Paramashiva Sushumna Patena Murshingata Mulasalasa Jvala 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 Soham Hum Sa Swaha. And an Om here together. Om. And then take your pinky finger of your right hand and place it on the ground next to you or in front of you. This is a prayer to the earth. Om Prithvi Tvaya Trita Loka Devi Tvam Vishnu Natrita Tvam Chadarya Mam Devi Pavitra Kuruchasanam. And Om here together. Om. O Goddess Earth, you are the supporter and the protector. O Goddess Earth, you hold all the planes of existence, all the lokas, the earth, the celestial regions, and also the heavens. And Lord Vishnu is holding you. O Goddess Earth, please protect us. Please protect us and purify our seated position. Release the hand back to the knee or thigh. And then the last mantra is called Digbandhanam. And it's the binding of the 10 quarters. And it's a protection mantra. It literally places an archetypal cosmic energy in 8 circular directions surrounding you, and 1 above and 1 below to protect you. They're like guardians. The mantra begins with the easterly direction, then southeast, south, southwest, west, northwest, north, northeast, and then above and below. And so you may even create a sphere that surrounds you from, again, clockwise from east through the north and above and below. So Digbandhanam, the binding of space. Om Purve Rakshata Govinda Hagnayam Garudadvaja Yam Yam Rakshata Baraho Narsimhastu Nairite Varyam Kisro Rakshat Vayavyadmadhu Sudanaha Uttari Shriduro Rakshat Ishani Tugaradhara Vargo Bardano Rasastata Trivikramaha Evam Daskasho Rakshat Vasudeva Janardanaha. And one last Omer together. Oh. The sadhana integrates the darkness. It transforms it. It illuminates it. It is never in denial of it. It never oppresses it. Never let the oppressed become the oppressor. So deep yogic breathing here to start. So the technique has a little reminder as we expand the belly outward, as we initiate the inhale, and then the ribs extend, and then the belly, draws towards the spine. The chest expands, full breath in, and then full breath out. So just warm up your breathing here. Deep yogic breath. Some of you that are used to this practice may begin the kumbhak, the breath suspension at the top of the inhale and also the bottom of the exhale. For those that are newer, just continue to breathe deeply. Let the body assimilate, integrate. So again, the kumbhak is a suspension. The technique is to go to the top of the inhale and continue to filter in a little bit of breath into the body, into the lungs without strain. So it's not force. Just let it be kind of illuminated and then gently release the breath. And then go to the very bottom of the exhalation and suspend the breath out. And the technique is to filter the last remnants of air that are in the lungs out of the body. Just for a few counts, the corresponding inhale then begins as the belly then reinflates. And then just visualize the entire universe joining us, doing the same sadhana, the same cosmic breath, the same tapas of healing. Opening up the channels, purifying the systems, adding a little bit of texture of Agni, of fire, of warmth to clear the pathway. And one might say that all of these circumstances are necessary, if you will, to even clear the karmas of the United States, the samskaras, the oppression through the ages that our country has experienced and imparted upon our people. The fires of cleansing, they must always, though, end in unification and harmony, peace and love. And then after your next exhalation, just release this practice, this little preliminary breathing practice, and just feel the effects of the practice for a moment here. And then the next practice is called Viloma Pranayama. It means reverse breathing. And there's different ways to do this practice. But what we'll do this time is we'll inhale in 5 sips of air with 5 pauses between each sip of equal length in time. And so an example would be as you inhale for 2 or 3 counts and then pause, wait for 2 or 3 counts, and then again inhale 2 or 3 counts, pause, 5 breaths in, 5 pauses, and 1 stream of exhale. So again, inhaling in 5 steps, pausing equally between each breath, 1 exhalation, and it's done with a full yogic breath. Begin when you're ready. Viloma Pranayama, reverse breathing. When one first starts this practice, when you inhale for 2 or 3 counts and stop the breath, sometimes the nervous system isn't quite ready for that experience. It's unusual. It's used to having more breath come into the body. And you may feel a little vibration, a little tension even in there. And that's the tapas. That's that little bit of heat of purification that's happening to the nervous system. Just imagine that you're doing this for the entire universe. Five sips of breath in, 1 exhalation, and certainly just continue to repeat. Staying with the practice. And then after your next exhalation, just complete the round that you're on, completing this practice, releasing the breath for modification. Just feeling the effects of the practice. Good. Then our next practice is called Agni Sardauti with Kumbhak, with breath retention on both the exhale and the inhale. So if this isn't a newer practice for you, first, there are some contraindications for it. So the first contraindication is the moon cycle. And then the second and biggest contraindication is any issues with the digestion, ulcers, or anything of that nature that are happening in the digestive tract or the belly. If breath retention is challenging, glaucoma, detached retina, any eye issues may be also sensitive with this practice. Just make any adjustments as necessary. If that's part of your experience, just deep yoga breathing is fine here, totally fine. Agni Sardauti is done on an exhale retention where the belly is drawn to the spine and oscillated in rapid succession, where rhythm is more important than pace. And I'll give one demonstration and then we'll practice this together. So I'm going to take an inhale first, and then I'll exhale. Then relax out the belly. And then go for the inhalation. Right, so we'll practice just one round like that, and then we'll add an inhale breath retention. So stay with me here. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale your breathing. Hold the breath out, lean forward, and draw the belly button to the spine in rapid succession and release. Again, rhythm is more important than pace. And when you're ready to breathe, just breathe normally. Feel maybe a little warmth come through the body. And now we'll do the same thing, but then when we inhale, we'll hold the breath in for whatever time is comfortable for you. It's not necessarily a breath holding contest, but let that energy kind of purify a little bit in there. And so we'll do this together. Exhale your breathing. Then take a full inhale. And then exhale the breath. Lean forward, turn hands in, hold the breath out, oscillate the belly. And then inhale your breath and hold the breath in. And gently release the breath when you're ready. And again, just closing the eyes, just feeling the effects of the practice. And then breathe into the belly once again. Diaphragmatic breathing. It has a cooling quality and calming quality to the nervous system. And so like the sadhana, the pranayama, metaphorically, it's like the protesting. It's the energy that's necessary to cleanse the samskaras, the karmic imprints that prevent the perception from being illuminated and illuminated insight. Whatever's happening on a physical realm, there's the subtle body energy of that manifesting as well. So this truly is a conflict on the cosmic plane between the ahamkar and the divine. The ahamkar, the universal ego, demanding its righteous and rightful place in the universe. And the illumination, the illuminated energies that are seeking a higher pathway. Continuing to belly breathe. So then we add the belly breath, which is the cooling energy, the calming energies that are so necessary after the storm of the sadhana, the storm of the protest. It's the divine, it's spiritual practice with itself. So gently let your awareness float into the center of the chest. It's a very specific place. It's called Hridayam, and it's behind the very bottom part of your sternum, about 3 finger widths deep inside the cavity of the chest. And you can even take the tips of your fingers and find the very bottom part of your breastplate. And then let that kind of tactile touch just draw that deeper inside the cavity of the body. And when that feels like you've refined your perception there, gently release the hand. Bring the breath into this location of the body. There's a couple of different techniques for that. You can bring it from internally, so you can just let the pranic energy flow through that part of the body, or you can literally draw the pranic energy from the universe outside of the body into this place. The mantra here is Shanti as you inhale and Shanti as you exhale, which we know is translated as peace. So just allow for peace to begin to fill your entire being. Shanti. 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 It's fine to chant it out loud or say it out loud to yourself. Shanti. Just allow the energy of peace to fill your entire being here. And as that begins to manifest and unfold, allow for your senses, your perceptions to fully open and to become this antenna-like feature where with the inhales and the chanting of Shanti, you're receiving peace. And then with the exhales, you're sending that peace out into the world. You're a vessel, a channel. Peace flowing into the heart and from the heart. And you begin to be able to see the battle of the egos, positioning, cunning, in conflict. And behind it all is peace. Somehow involved in all of it and separate. Peace moves in and peace is returned. And then your thoughts become integrated and peaceful. External experiences are filtered through this lens of the identification of peace. And then gently let that mantra subside. Sustain your Focus on the heart space here on Hridayam. And just observe from the perch of the ego, of the witness of high above, of Garud. And sustaining your awareness in the heart center. The mantra is prema as you inhale and prema as you exhale. Inhale, receiving love, and exhale, sending love out. And then begin to recognize that prema, the delight, the joy, the mudita, is of a vibration. It's a being, it's a cosmic force, just as peace, as stillness, love, as unification and harmony. Prema. Prema. And draw it in and send it out. Prema. Prema. So you just become this vibrating entity of love. Allow a smile to come into the heart space, into Hridayam, a sense of joy and illumination, delight. Prema. And then just gently let that subside. And then begin to realize this sensation that you are the center point of the circle and its circumference at the same time. So take your awareness, sustain it in the heart space, and then just imagine that you are the expanding universe. You might even feel the energy flow from you in a widening pattern surrounding you, as if you're getting bigger and growing. And it's almost as if your perception is encompassing all the planets. And then broader universe, galaxy after galaxy, star after star. And you recognize a purna, you recognize a wholeness or a sense of oneness. Purna. 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 There's a sense of perception of oneness. It's almost as if one sees through forms and identifies the whole principle. And then you finally enter into Vikyam. Vikyam. What is unified, what is fully harmonious. Vikyam. 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 Unify. Vikyam. Unify. sending and receiving, allowing for your lower nature to unify with its higher nature, with the illuminated self, and send that vibration into the matrix, into the net. Oh, Great Spirit, we ask that all wounds can be healed here, the divide healed, that all divisions subside. Let peace and love and unification reign within us and allow us to become a vessel to share that into the world. Shanti, Prema, Vikyam. And then we come to the end of cosmological time. And then there's the empty state. Pure curative, perfect, harmonious vibrations, the universe ends. A perfected balance. And let thy cup be full. and empty. Om Jaho Shantiranthariksham Shantihi Prithvi Shantir Apaha Shantir Oshadaya Shantihi Vanaspataya Shantir Vishve Deva Shantir Brahma Shantihi Sarvam Shanti Shantireva Shantihi Sama Shantirehi Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Sarva Rishashu Shantir Bhavatu. O Great Spirit, may there be peace in the heavens. May there be peace in the sky. May there be peace on earth. May there be peace in the waters. May there be peace in the plants. May there be peace in the trees. May there be peace in the gods. May there be peace in the absolute God. May there be peace in all of nature, and let that everlasting peace be ours. And let's chant a Om and three Shantis here. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Great Spirit, peace, peace, peace. And may all of our difficulties be dispelled. And then just cover the Hridayam with the hands, so flat, hands flat against the torso here, and let this be your stance of love, peace, and unity. This is the only mudra for this time. Let it be so. Live from the heart, speak from the heart, speak peace, speak love, and speak unity. And hands to prayer here, and just linking the heart with the transcendental vision of the third eye. So illuminated creatures, y'all. Namaste. Ooh. Okay, so that's how Hanuman did it. With devotion and love, he was able to reunify the individual jiva with the divine and heal the samskaras of the cosmic ego. Thank you, Hanuman Ji, for that teaching, and Baba Haridas, my teacher, for that teaching, the avatar of yoga. And to all of you who have taken this time to do the cosmic sadhana, and I honor all of everything that's happening right now, and continue to share yourself in the highest way. Please send some comments if you like, or hit me up on a direct message. Any reflections, I appreciate any support as well. The whole Venmo thing that's kind of dialed in. I'll be doing, sadhana, illuminated insight yoga again on Saturday. That's going to be every Saturday. This is going to be every Tuesday. Took me a bit to get this out on the wire, but thank you so much, everyone, and be safe out there. And may God help us all. Thanks, Tammy and Maggie. Oh, okay. I'm going to end some of these streams here by Facebook people. Thank you for joining as well. And just loving. Just keep loving. And keep loving. And keep loving. Peace,